Dave, shut up and let me answer your stupid question. So on that day, which now we're going back to that for no goddamn reason other than you're trying to get people angry at me for misleading things.
I'm reading your titles. You should be angry at your titler.
He did. Shut up and let me answer.
Actually, do you think Charlie wanted to be martyred? Do you think Charlie wanted to be martyred? Do you think Charlie wanted to be killed? Yes or no?
Of course not. What kind of asinine question is that?
You don't? You don't? Because that's pretty interesting. Because here's a video of you, Cenk, talking when Charlie was at a breakfast.
It allows for easy martyrdom for these guys, and they don't deserve it. But I do also want to point out, as they're in the middle of crying now, although Charlie was smiling ear to ear throughout the entire video, thinking, yes, I'm now the victim, and I'll get to claim that my rights have been
abridged. Did you catch the beginning of that, Cenk? Listen, we'll do it again.
No, I didn't, and that's totally out of. No, we're not going to do it again. Totally out of context. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
No. Listen, brother.
Are you trying to get harm on me?
Second.
Is that what you're trying to do,
clown.
you loser?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No. I'm trying to
do conciliation.
Exactly
Except
what
this
people
guy,
like you
look at the last
done.
two things of your last two guests.
Piers.
Jesus,
what they said was, yes, we should have reconciliation, but it is not without any contrition, right? It's not without a mea culpa. Charlie was accosted by Antifa at a breakfast in Philadelphia, and the video that I just played is you with a cartoon of him as Charlie Brown saying that he would love to be martyred so he could be the victim. Well, I guarantee you, his wife, who now doesn't have a husband, and his kids who don't have fathers, did not want him to be martyred.
What you just played isn't what
It's exactly what you said, brother.
It's exactly what it was.
Let's do it again.
No, it isn't.
We just
heard it. We just heard it.
It's not.
All right, so
it's not.
No,
let's do it again.
Cut this crap out.
Come on,
no,
we'll do it again.
Piers, can we talk about reality? This is something he's going back to like 10 years.
Well, I think Cenk should be allowed to respond.
What I said there.
And they don't deserve it.
It allows for easy martyrdom for these guys, and they don't deserve it. That was when Antifa was going after him at a breakfast in Philadelphia.
Okay, so let's let Cenk respond to that.
No, that was about words, you moron. Okay, Jesus Christ, man. All right, so now let's get to reality, okay? Shut up.
Cenk Uyghur was exposed as a complete and total fraud right to his face. He plays a video of Cenk mocking Charlie Kirk after he was attacked by Antifa, with Cenk literally saying that Charlie was smiling ear to ear because he loves being a victim. Cenk immediately starts squirming and screaming. Imagine having your own voice played back to you and having the nerve to deny you even said that, Lowell. He got caught red-handed wishing for the very thing that tragically happened, and his only defense is to lie and scream. It's pathetic.
And now, as we've seen with Charlie Kirk, you will actually be murdered in cold blood simply for having opinions that they don't like. It is, as I said at the start of this, it's unnerving. It's quite scary, actually. And when you see those TikTok videos of them so proudly talking about this, joyously celebrating a murder like that, I really do fear about what is going on.
Well, Piers, it's not even that it's about his actual opinions. It's about the opinions that many thought leaders on the left purport that he has, which are complete lies. So look, I am in somewhat of a reconciliatory mode here. So I'd like to ask Cenk, I have 10 headlines here he has put up about Charlie Kirk. They are on his channel right now, and let's see if Cenk believes that these are true. Charlie Kirk says prominent black women took white people's spots. Charlie Kirk boasts about his all-white basketball team. Charlie Kirk gives piggish advice to high school girls. Ex-employee exposes Charlie Kirk's grift. Charlie Kirk embarrasses himself. Charlie Kirk's brain melts explaining anti-vax conspiracy. Charlie Kirk rants about women in their 30s. Charlie Kirk has literally no clue how the real world works. Charlie Kirk gets triggered, declines appearance over pronouns. Charlie Kirk doubles down on women-hating backlash. I am telling you, Piers, Charlie Kirk was one of the best human beings I ever met. He did not have a bone of racism, misogyny, or anything else in his body. But liars lie, and they gin up otherwise good people. From the little bit we know about this shooter, he had a stable household, he was going to college, he was fine. We'll find out where he got radicalized. But please, please, let's not pretend we don't know where this stuff is coming from. And please, let's not pretend that this thing is going both ways, because it is absolutely.
Why did this moment hit so hard? Because Dave Rubin came in and laid out exactly how the left's media machine, with Cenk as one of its chief propagandists, created the environment for this tragedy to happen. He reads a list of Cenk's video titles, all designed to paint Charlie Kirk as a racist, a misogynist, and a grifter. As Dave says, Charlie Kirk was one of the best human beings I ever met. He did not have a bone of racism, misogyny, or anything else in his body, but liars lie and they gin up otherwise good people. This is the core of the issue. The left doesn't debate ideas, they create cartoon villains. Cenk is a hate-mongering agitator who has profiteered from it, and Cenk is one of the worst at spreading hate, lies, and riling people up. They aren't reporting news, they're creating propaganda to dehumanize their opponents. This is why Dave says the violence is not going both ways, because only one side is engaged in this constant, vicious campaign of character assassination.
Piers, you know this because we've discussed it on my show. Even on your show, you have found it way more difficult to find rational, decent people on the left who will explain themselves thoughtfully and calmly and everything else, while the panoply of people you get on the right who shouldn't even be on the right, I would say certainly someone like me, I don't know exactly where Batya considers herself, but people with a variance of political opinions that now broadly are part of the MAGA thing is because of what I just read you, the endless hysteria of the left that has ginned up people to do crazy things. It's not to say you can't say the worst things. You want to say the worst things? Donald Trump's a Nazi. It's so tough to say. You want to say that? Go ahead and say it. It falls on the person who pulls the trigger. But if we're all sitting here saying, yeah, it's not true that Donald Trump's a Nazi and it's not true that his supporters are Nazis and he's not Hitler and all of those things, well, then before you get to reconciliation, a little bit of a mea culpa by some of us might be valuable.
Cenk?
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is disgusting. So this guy pretending to do conciliation,
You're
and I
right.
was going to be conciliatory towards Dave if I spoke first, but apparently that's not what he's doing at all. So what he's trying to do is get people angry in a misleading way against me. Are you trying to
Are
get
those
people
your
to be
titles?
violent?
Are those the titles
this
of your
is
videos?
disgusting.
No.
So no.
that's-
Let me explain.
no.
Let me explain.
Those are your titles,
No, let
buddy.
me explain. You're asking me a goddamn question, so let me explain while you're trying to get people to do violence against
illustrating
me.
my point
You're
perfectly.
disgusting. So
No,
those are 80% of
no,
those
I just
titles.
said-
I've never called Trump a Nazi, and those titles were about neo-Nazi reactions. So what do you want us to do? Not tell
So
you
very fine
what's
people.
actually
Did that
happening?
happen?
And
Did
so look,
did Donald Trump side with neo-Nazis?
Yes, he
the
did
very
say
fine
that.
people incident
So-
in Charlottesville?
so
he,
as
no, he did it.
as
Piers,
we've
how about you
explained
handle
on the
this
Young
one instead of
Turks,
giving it to me? Piers,
can
you
I
wanna
just
handle this
talk?
one?
So this monster
What did
is
Donald
trying to
Trump-
egg on violence
What did Donald
as we
Trump
speak,
say after very
and he
fine
won't
people?
even let
I'm
me
not
talk.
talking about the neo-Nazis or the white supremacists who should be condemned completely. It's the biggest debunked conspiracy theory of all time. You're still pushing that now? You're still pushing the very fine
No,
people hoax
listen,
now? I'm
what-
shocked even for you.
Dave, shut up and let me answer your stupid question. So on that day, which now we're going back to that for no goddamn reason other than you're trying to get people angry at me for misleading things. Didn't
I'm reading
Donald
your
Trump say there are
titles.
very
You should be
fine
angry
people
at
on
your
both sides?
titler.
He did. Shut up and let me answer. So did he say there are very fine people on both sides? He did. So that's a fact. Now, who was he referring to? As we've explained on the Young Turks, he might have been referring to the people who were in favor of the Confederacy and came out there to support Confederate generals. I didn't find that to be any better. Those people were in favor of slavery. Those people lynched black people. So I'm not going to ever cheerlead for them, and I'm not ever going to shut
Jake,
up
in the very
about
next
terrible
sentence, in the
things
very
that
next sentence, did he say, "I'm not
some people on
talking about the
right
white
say."
supremacists
So
or
you're
the
not going to get me
neo-Nazis
to
who should be
shut
condemned
up,
totally.
and you are against speech, and you're the one trying to smear people. So let me be super clear, and let me outrage
reading your
everyone on
titles,
all
brother.
sides, and then try to bring people.
When Dave confronts Cenk with another list of his own video titles, this time a mountain of them calling Trump a Nazi, Cenk's meltdown goes nuclear. He can't defend his record, so he just starts yelling. He screams at Dave to shut up over and over again. He calls Dave a monster who is trying to get people to do violence against me for reading his own headlines back to him. The hypocrisy is stunning. As the comments point out, Cenk screaming shut up kind of proves Dave's point. And his immediate, loud, bombastic anger is the perfect illustration of that side. He's a 55-year-old man who is incapable of having a conversation without screaming and using foul language. Liars never confess. They just get angry. Cenk is the ultimate gaslighter, and when he gets confronted with the simple truth of his own words, he completely unravels. This is the perfect ending because it proves Dave's entire point. Cenk and the left aren't interested in truth. They have their narrative. Conservatives are evil Nazis, and they will lie, scream, and deny their own recorded words to protect that narrative. He has no shame. He has no principles. He is exactly why the political climate is so toxic and dangerous. Dave came with facts and receipts, and all Cenk had was rage and lies. Case closed.